Hi, in this video I will show you the techniques that I use to 3D model this eyeglasses frame. So let's get started. Let's insert an image file in the top plane. File, top. I will rotate it 90 degrees. I will move the origin to the front. Okay. Now let's adjust the position. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's just for reference. Now let's change the size, 131 millimeters. Great. Change the opacity and done. Now let's go to the right plane, insert, file, the side. Let's change the size, 46 millimeters. Now let's move the origin control to the left corner and drag it to the origin. Now let's adjust this top distance to 10.6 millimeters to center it. Now the opacity and done. Okay, I will need to adjust the top view. So just select the top view and let's adjust it to the origin like that. Okay. Now let's go to the top plane, create a sketch, draw a circle, align it to the origin. Let's add a coincident relation, and this will be 400 millimeters. Great, perfect match. Let's now trace two lines like this. Select the 2 points. Now symmetry with respect the horizontal axis. Okay, now let's trim this section and make constructive these two lines. Perfect. Let's close the sketch. Let's now go to the right plane and create a sketch. Draw a circle, drag it to this point, 400 millimeters. Great. Let's now trace two lines. Now let's select the 2 points and symmetry with respect to the horizontal axis and make the two lines constructive. Okay, let's trim the section. And now let's create an offset, 5 millimeters. And okay. Now let's close these sides. Draw a line. Same for the other side. Great. Let's now close the sketch. Select the inner profile. Go to more. Let's choose the sweep operation and then the path and done. Now we have our spherical surface. Let's hide the sketches. Great. Now for the next section, instead of tracing the profile of the frame using a sketch and a spline, I will import the profile from a vector design I have made in Affinity Designer. The only thing you have to do is to export the profile as a DWG file, preserve vectors, and then export. Okay, now let's go back to the front view. Let's insert file, and we need to insert the DWG file. Okay, it seems that it's on the top plane. Done. Now let's select again the profile. Let's drag it to the origin. Okay. Now let's rotate this profile 90 degrees. Perfect. Okay. Let's now tap on the profile to enter sketch mode and select all the lines. Go to more, move, and move the origin control to the top vertex. Drag it to the origin. Now move it up 5 millimeters. And okay. Great. Now it's centered. Exit sketch. Select the inner profile and the lenses. And now extrude and change to intersect. And okay. Now we have the overall shape of the frame. Let's go to items and unhide the last sketch. Let's go to tools, split body, double tap to select the body, then the lenses profiles, and done. Great, let's hide the sketch. Now select the front face and the back faces of the lenses. Let's hide the references. Okay. Now we can select the back face. And the offset will be minus 1.5 millimeters. Great. Now we have our lenses. Let's go to items and change the name of the top body to frame. Hide the frame. And now let's select these two faces and offset these faces by 1 millimeter. Next, let's add a chamfer of 0.8 millimeters. Perfect. Now let's go to items and unhide the frame. Double tap to select the frame. Go to more, subtract, select the lenses and keep the removed bodies. And done. Great. Now let's hide the frame so you can see what's happening. Now we have the group for the lenses. Awesome. Let's now select the back faces. This one and this one. And the offset will be 0.5 millimeters. This step is for security purposes. In a crash or an impact, the lenses will not hit your eyes thanks to this step. Let's now create a sketch on this section. And hit section view. Let's draw a spline from this point to this point. I will add another control point. Great. Move it a bit. Move the handle so it can be tangent to this curve. Let's add a horizontal dimension for these 2 points. 4 millimeters. And okay. Drag it a bit. Vertical. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a concept. Okay. Move this handle to be tangent to this curve. Check the other one. It's okay. And exit sketch. Let's now select the profile of the path And let's extrude -3 millimeters. New body, and OK. Let's uncheck section view. Double tap on the nosepad, go to more, mirror, select this plane, and done. Now double tap on the frame, more, union, the nosepads, and done. Perfect. Okay, let's start adding some details. Let's select these edges, and we will add a fillet of 0.9 millimeters. Now for the front part, let's select this edge, this one, same for the other side, and 0.9 millimeters. Perfect. Let's now add the fillet for these edges. Okay, 0.9 millimeters again. Looks pretty cool. Now these ones. Let's go to the nose pads. 0.9 millimeters. Now the next fillets I will do it in parts. Otherwise it will fail. So 0.9 millimeters for this one. This one too. Great. Now let's select the face. Change to chamfer fillet and 0.5 millimeters. Awesome, looks pretty cool. Go to items, unhide the lenses. This one will be lens 02. And this one lens 01. Just to keep things organized. Let's add some appearances on visualization. I will use AVS for the frame, and I will change the color. Let's put some gray. Okay, let's now look for glass. See glass. Now for the other one. Great. Finally, I will add a black accent. Select this face, change, AVS. Now go back and change to black. Done. Now our frame is complete. We just need to add the temples. And that's it. Thanks for watching.